Hey guys, this is Letters to Ewan 43. Genius. Dear Ewan, remember what I told you about distinctions? I was telling you that Voldemort says we can't see distinctions that we don't have words for. I think that's generally true. Information is a giant infinite morass, and to pick a single piece out, our minds need to have a word shape. There are infinite shapes, so they're arbitrary and limited and can become infinitely complex. That's why circles, triangles, and squares are so great. They're simple. I don't actually think the saying is true, but I think the presence of a distinction greatly helps. I actually think that the edge of seeing new things is in our willingness to face loneliness. Think about it. Your mind is in an edge of seeing something that either no one has had a distinction for or no one has ever told you. Your back end subconscious is so much faster. It's actually pre conscious. Your brain is about to brush up against something new, and your back end calculates, could they handle it if they had to hold this truth alone? If the answer is decidedly no, then I believe that the mechanisms that enact cognitive dissonance do their sleight of hand and erase the moment. They make us lose that little edge where we were about to find the new seam. I want to introduce genius as a distinction of willingness slash ability slash innocence that's not calculating social forces, that allows one to spot new things never before seen. I think most everybody is an unaware genius, either missing what they've seen, having no one to validate that it's amazing, or having genius in mundane realms that they don't compare to others and thus can't see the significance. People with photographic memories often don't realize they're different than others until later in life. The world has killed so many geniuses. It's not just loneliness being calculated by the back end, but death itself. Socrates, Giordano Bruno, Galileo, genius as facing loneliness, and loneliness as the last monster guarding unity. What did Socrates feel when he drank the hemlock? He believed in something so much that the belief was stronger than his fear of dying. I was hating myself this morning, and it took a second to notice it. I was hating what appears to be my very being. I want to be deeply monogamous with one person, and I want to love multiple people. You can't have it both. It's almost hardwired into my brain. Can't. I'm allergic to can't. I'm down for small chances, but I'm allergic to can't. It's all just shapes. I'm polyamorous and monogamous. Calling things a paradox is a cop out. It's a stigmatism of a vision of unity. Our brains are trained to cut reality in half. There is only one breath. My friend Josephine told me that Robert Keegan says that there is a kind of frontier where polarities are no longer tugging at each other, but instead are showing us areas to explore. It's not the goal to hit a double bullseye with one arrow. The goal is to inhabit and discover and garden the space in between. My brain opens here and I feel the hate recede. When I'm with anyone, they are actually my current only one. I've always said that if I met someone that my eyes never left, then I wouldn't be surprised if I stayed. I'd be there. Here, I'm ready to be psychoanalyzed and dissected. It feels so good. Cut me up. Take me apart. I'm some synonym for both. Transcend and include. Let's include my deep addiction to being kept at arm's length. Let's include my need to be totally safe and totally attuned to and loved. Let's include my need to be liked. Let's include my need to feel undeserving and lucky. Let's transcend to a belief that there are plenty of people in the world that would love to be my one in the moment. Let's transcend to the vision that feeling lucky contains gratitude. Let's transcend to the story that they're waiting for me and need me to make the first declaration that I'm not turning away from love and I'm keeping everybody. Transcending is not simply a psychologist seeing that the father wound in me started this relational avalanche. Including is not boundaryless. I want to know everyone's edges because that's where contact lives. It may be that I meet no ones that can stay or keep or trust or show, but that does not mean that I was wrong. I might just be ahead of my time, like Liz. There is a loneliness to genius that is mirrored in the actuality of humans in the world of romance. Someone is always ready to say, I love you first. There is only one breath. I will stay in and follow all the self-hatred until all the distinctions honor this. There is only one breath. I breathed toward you today from afar, and it really helped, Ewan. Mike.